And we are live in our 40th episode of umbraCoffee, which is amazing. 40 weeks, one after another. And this week, you might probably notice I'm alone from the Cogworks team representation. Callum is on vacation, enjoying Italy's sun, beer, and Prosecco, probably, which we've spotted on Twitter. And I'm joined by amazing community members, Poornima, straight from our Cogworks London office.
Hi.
Hey, and Nathan, straight from down under somewhere far away from here, right? Hi, Nathan.
What are we? A day ahead of you guys, 9 hours ahead of you guys. So Friday was good.
Yeah, don't spoil, because we are still in the beginning of the day.
Lots to look forward to.
Yeah, but that's amazing. We've just chatted before going live that all of us were attending Code Garden this year. I spoke with Poornima somewhere between one room and another, but you two have had ability to chat between in one of the pull requests, right? For the Umbraco, which is awesome. And we also chatted about barriers and contributions and the level of entry to help Umbraco and help yourself as a developer to become better and expose more. And we can, I think, easily jump to the first topic of our discussion today, which is Umbraco V8 Hackathon. And Poornima, you're with us. It's your first hackathon.
Yes.
Maybe share with our audience how it's going. Did we accomplish anything already?
Of course. So yes, as you can see, I'm quite excited about my first hackathon. Never attended anything in the past. So talking about the barriers again, yes, I thought it was high time I break the barrier about the core code and see what's going on, see if there's anything I can do. If there's anything I can help out, and yes, of course there is. So first of all, the first feeling that I had is that even if it is a minute task, like testing a well-known package out there in V8, that's the task I started off with, and I've been testing some of the well-known packages out there. So you can actually help out from the minutest level possible. Say start simple and then go on to building great many stuff. See what improvements can you make out there. So if there's anything inhibiting anyone out there from joining into a hackathon or getting into a room full of people who are coding, just don't think twice about it. Just do it. Get into the room full of people, see what you can accomplish. There's always something that you can do. That's the best lesson I've learned from today. There's always something that you can do. So start simple and then build your way up. I think that's the right way. So far, it's been a brilliant day. I've tested some of the packages out. I've added my details to the Trello cards at Cogworks. Next thing is to see, is there anything more that I can do? Probably get my hands dirty with some code and see how the day goes on. But it's turned out to be all magical because suddenly I came in here for the V8 hackathon, and I am now talking in the U Hangout for umbraCoffee, which is great.
That's amazing.
It's a surprise, magical day. Well spent day, I would say.
I would love to say that it was all planned, but it wasn't. Dave is asking which packages we are testing. So maybe I will share some my screen and let you all know how the board looks like. This board is public. This is exposed and listed on the Meetup event, which is somewhere here. You can all join our hackathons. We are organizing them once per month on the last Friday of the month. There are some links to the Trello boards and also the Zoom, which is established for the whole day, and all the remote coders and people are joined there. And we have checkpoints each hour. And it's not only about the code. As you can see, we have some packages already tested. We've reported a great yellow screen of that for the package creators. We've listed all the errors or all the missing stuff or required to be fixed to make them all work nice with V8 when it will be launched. So we want to be prepared. We want to have those top packages ready. And those packages are from that list of top some packages used, which were crawled by the Jeffrey Shoemaker from Perplex and exposed on the security talk. If there are any other package creators who want their packages to be tested, which is also great. And Nathan, I know about your Plumber, and we will be talking about it in the further time. Maybe we can just test it as well. And feel free to submit ideas about it. We are going to work on some replacements. Imran is right now working on angularization of the tree picker. We have a long list of web forms, controls, and views, which needs a lot of love to be replaced by some Angular views probably, and some more packages to test. So feel free to jump in, help us out, and just contribute, because it's not only about code. We also want to write some documentation. If we have any issues with running V8 or running source code of Umbraco, we also help each other and document it, and help for any other future developers who will be willing to start and make their life easier, hopefully. So that's about Hackathon. Maybe speaking about pull requests and contribution to Umbraco source, we had a massive news this week, which was a public announcement of Umbraco moving from the old issue tracker to GitHub issues. And did you notice this? Are you happy about this change, by the way?
Oh, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it was discussed, I think, a long time ago, and from the tweets and announcements, we can finally see that Umbraco is ready, and there were resources dedicated to this process, and we even have first issues raised. Woo! Yeah. So yeah, big high five for Arknu. I won't be trying to pronounce this name. And yeah, but we have first issues. Everyone can report issues, and it's not only about issues, because we will have a pull request templates, feature request templates. So everything what GitHub is offering for the open source contributors, it's all here and ready for us to be used. And I think that's also an awesome solution, and finally a move to closer to the GitHub. And as we've titled this episode, that all the gates are closed. We don't have any dramas to discuss this week, which is awesome. And in the spirit of the community love, we definitely want to share the great thread which was started by Matt Brailsford on Sunday. And there is a lot of high five rocks there, and a lot of highlights for the great community members and actions and steps done in the last time in our community. Also the great article by Adam about start of Umbraco community and open source contribution from his side. And as a side effects and positive side effects, I think we have a lot of interesting things announced for the community ahead. We have a code of conduct for Slack channel, yet another GitHub issue for the community Slack in this case. And if you are not a part of community Slack channel, I will probably also leave a link to join the community Slack channel.
Actually, I tried to join that through the week, and the sign up URL was not working.
Yeah.
I was getting 400 various 400 errors, so I might have just been.
Yeah, probably it was related with some actions done by administrators and some movements across the team there, but definitely it will be fixed. Yeah. And I think that the code of conduct idea is also great for this. And this week we also had a virtual meetup. And did any of you attended maybe this one? I also missed this week. So how was it?
It was great. It was my first virtual meetup as well. So there were talks. Obviously, we had a little news time, and then Emma ran through her workshop about talk, which was really good, I thought. I didn't attend the full. I didn't sit for the full time, but after Emma's talk, there was Owen doing his talk on the community coders. Welcoming some of the newer Umbraco community members into the realm. Matt Brailsford showcased some of his work around, I think the package or the GitHub repo was called Dayton,
yeah.
Yeah, it was quite good.
I'm sharing my screen meanwhile, because Mike probably listed the whole agenda of the meetup here, and of course we will share the link in the description. But yeah, you can continue with what caught your attention the most. What was the I don't know, the biggest surprise for you from this meetup?
I really liked Matt Brailsford's package. I think that's going to be quite cool. Really liked Emma's talk as well. Probably because that actually caught me thinking more as well. So that was quite good. As I said, I didn't sit through the whole of the meetup. I had to drop out. But till the point I attended, these two were really, really good. And I've been following Owen's community coders as well. So all good.
Yeah, I still need to catch up. I need to rewatch it. I missed this one as well. And Nathan, you were saying something before?
I think that one was on at like 2 o'clock in the morning, my time. So I probably slept through it.
Next time, but still, we are all surprised that you've joined us today, because we also said before going live that we can wish you good night when we will finish our coffee.
That's great. A late Friday night for me.
Okay, let's then focus on you, Nathan, and maybe some package development. You've been quite active lately. We've mentioned some of your releases and fixes in the past couple weeks. So maybe you can share more with us about your activity around package development, and not only, because you've become more visible from the outside, which is awesome, of course.
Yeah, I mean, the one that I did, I think last week, the most recent piece of work I put out was after the Togglegate discussions and things around how we should be able to manage nested content items, whether they should have a baked-in core option to toggle visibility, so you don't have to remove them and re-add them if that's how you're using nested content. Those discussions, I guess, looked like they maybe weren't going anywhere. It sort of all got a bit circular and a bit heated in parts. So I put together a quick package to basically squish a force button into the header on your nested content items.
And you named it. And you named it perfectly, right?
Named it nesting contently.
Even the package creator cannot pronounce it correctly.
Yeah, it's a stupid name. But that's what it does. It should keep nested content people content and nesting content happily. So,
let me share my screen meanwhile. Of course, you can continue saying more, because you are also known from creating Plumber package, which is an awesome package for workflow management.
Workflow, yes. That thing just keeps, I think it just keeps getting bigger.
That's good. That's good, right?
It's good. No, that is. It is. It's starting to get a really full-featured sort of suite of tools and functionality and things. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, actually. It's sort of for a project to do sort of on my own, it's been one of the largest, sort of most complex probably things I've worked on. So
that's
pretty
a great
cool to get actually working too. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty stoked with how it's come out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the nested content stuff actually turned out to be pretty straightforward to turn that into a package. It's all client side, it's all AngularJS stuff, and it's just, that's a bit of off the top of my head. There's an interceptor in there that catches the actual editor response, like the response that's coming back with all your editor HTML for that nested content view. Sticks a bit of extra markup into that, which is a little bit wobbly. If anything changes, it's going to break, but I can fix that if that happens.
Is it on GitHub? It is.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
So we can all see how it works, and that's amazing. I think that's exactly those steps should be made. It should satisfy all the people who was willing to use this feature, and that's great that you spend some time. Also, this week we had two more releases. If I found all of them, Nicholas released some new version of Formulate package, and also Soteris released a package called A Link to Rule Them All, which is which is built on top of the nested content documents, and it's done for just creating a really high effective and complex links within the system, which is also interesting. I didn't have the chance to check it yet, but it looks promising, and it was a new package released this week. So yeah, and I wanted to add some other things to list of the things which happened this week, because we're getting close to the end of the umbraCoffee. We had a new hire described in the Umbraco website, and it's about Pedro Ortega, who is a new addition to the development team in the cloud team for Umbraco. And let me just find this blog post, because it was released today. So we can meet Pedro and learn more about him. For example, the cloud team probably is not a coincidence, because he is a huge fan of astronomy, and cloud is his passion. So yeah, and also I noticed one thing, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's a CG rumor, but Pedro can also fix the rover.
Oh.
So, is it coincidence? I don't know. But yeah, this was a new hire announced from Umbraco. Of course, this week we also had a Unique Corner episode with Sebastian and Ilham about the community and all the activities done for meetups, pull requests, and also all other types of contributions. If we are talking about community, of course, once again, we cannot miss the Owen's series, which is called Community Corner. And this week, it's Jamie Townsend who was described and asked for a couple answers by Owen. And yeah, it's also great to see and yet another new face in our community. And yeah, we had some meetups this week, and I was surprised, not surprised, but the Auckland Umbraco meetup reborn the idea of meetups in Auckland. So it's all starting once again. So feel free to join the Auckland meetup if you are around. And yesterday, Lars was really aiming to fill the two-digit number on Oslo meetup. It was really, really close. I know this pain, Lars. So yeah, it was great that you guys met and had a great time, probably, on Oslo meetup. I've seen some questions rise straight to the Umbraco HQ on Twitter after the meetup. And yeah, one more topic which I wanted to mention is Paul Morden. Guys, maybe Nathan, maybe you need a new logo for your package or something.
I was thinking that, actually. I saw that tweet and I was like, oh. It's too good enough to pass up, I think.
The Paul a great idea, because in his company they've hired some designers, and they have a free capacity, and the idea is to help Umbraco community to do something using those resources. So meetup logos, graphics, flyers, anything basically. Feel free to reach Paul if you have an idea or you have a need to do something together. I really like this idea. And yeah,
it's incredibly generous. Really, really generous.
It's a great initiative.
Yeah. V8 redesign or something. No, don't go this way. Okay, we also had an off-road code newsletter released, and I've noticed some great insights from the GraphQL and some links to the initiatives and designs and front-end talks. And speaking about activities, meetups, we also had some announcements of new speakers for US Festival. And I can see one familiar face here. Callum, great to see you here in this agenda. Congrats. And we have some other people, of course, talking on the US Fest.
Is Callum ever actually at work? Does Callum ever come to work, or is he always just off?
All the time.
Traveling and talking and holidaying.
He was asked today about holidays, and he said that he is on holiday all the time. So
that's what it looks like.
that's an amazing approach. Yeah, he likes to travel. He likes to present. If you have any event where Callum can present anything, feel free to reach us. Yeah, Callum, you're an amazing guy. Also, I've shared a nice tweet. It's a great combination about talk about design skills, festivals, and Umbraco community. And just wait for it, because in the open source spirit, I used GIMP editor to create this amazing flyer.
Beautiful.
This is the graphic invitation to Polish Festival. We still have some tickets left. If you were not convinced yet, feel free to reconsider this and visit us in Poland. And yeah, basically that's probably most of the topics which we wanted to cover. Do you have anything else to add? Did I miss something?
No, I was just going to throw all the way back to the start when we were talking about moving the issue tracker across to GitHub. I think that's, it's long overdue because the old one was not great. But I think from a like a transparency sort of point of view, from Umbraco as a commercial company, it's fantastic. I think to be able to see the product alongside any issues, alongside how they're being fixed, all in one place. I think, yeah, just from that sort of external view looking in, I think it's a really, really good move. And for anyone actually contributing, it's great. It just makes life so much easier.
I also think that the contribution team, the whole team created by Sebastian, will also do and have a lot of work while migrating issues and just moving them from one issue tracker to another, because there is a lot of unclosed issues and open discussions which are amazing. I found one of them related with media picker and focal points in media picker directly, so not inside of image cropper. It's a great idea. I think that it should be taken care of. And there is a lot of things popping out, and which is amazing because we can see the movements going on there, and also a lot of people involved in this, and that's great. And yeah, I think that it will motivate not only the contributors to core, but also package creators to do more and also share more. If it will be all inside of the same ecosystem, it will be easier for everyone to contribute, right?
Absolutely. And I think it's probably for anyone, well, not for anyone, but for most people working in software development, web development, that more than likely they're familiar with GitHub, but not, that other issue tracker, it's completely unfamiliar. But at least if you've got people who use GitHub and then they're working in a similar, working in the same space but on a different project, it makes it easier because there's not that learning curve around something that should be fairly simple, like reporting issues. Yeah. It's awesome. Really good move.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Poornima, we are getting back to hacking V8. Nathan,
some work.
Yeah, we have still a lot of work to do. So
yes.
And Nathan, you will probably be enjoying the great Friday evening.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the rest of the football and then go to bed. It's super awesome. Big, exciting Friday.
Awesome. Big thanks for you two for joining me and not letting me be alone here without my mate Callum, who is drinking beer and Prosecco in Italy. And yeah, have a great rest of the day for those who still have a day to complete, and the whole weekend for everyone else.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks for joining me, and have a great rest of the day and weekend.